Good morning, family. My name is Avery Babylon. Welcome to the Living in Light Church, which is an independent spiritualist church, and our Sunday service. I'm going to ask that everybody please turn off their cell phones or silence them, as we do not want them interrupting the service. Once again, my name is Avery Babylon, and I will be chairing the service today. We have coffee and bottled water in the back of the church available to you, and the restrooms are in the next building across the way to the right as you go out the doors. We are joined here today with Reverend Bob and myself, and we have books in our library section. If you would like to take a look at those, they are for $1 for 6 months rental, which is actually a really good price. Let us now stand and sing the opening hymn. And please remain standing for the opening after the song for an invocation. And we will be singing hymn number 110, Count Your Blessings.
Ready?
Yes, we are ready.
When on my billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord hath done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God hath done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God hath done. Are you ever burdened with a load of care? Does the cross seem heavy you are called to bear? Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will be singing as the days go by. Count your blessings, see what God hath done. Count your blessings, see what God hath done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God hath done. So when the conflict, whether great or small, do not be discouraged, God is over all. Count your many blessings, angels will attend, help and comfort, give you to your journey's end. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God hath done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God hath done.
Infinite Spirit, we come together to brighten our own spiritual lights in your presence. We thank Thee for the opportunities to learn our life lessons for a better understanding of unconditional love. We abide by the laws of nature and recognize their value. We understand the quest for spirituality may not be easy, but is worthwhile. We thank you for providing a place for us to learn. We thank you for providing companions along the way. Amen. Amen. You may now be seated. And now we will read from the principles, Declaration of Principles. The declarations can be found on the inside cover of your hymnal books, beginning with number 1. We believe that the infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals, and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. And now we will go through the spiritual healing service, which will be led by myself. Charles and Sandy need 3 affidavits in order to be, actually, do you also need affidavits? No, you do not. You are
commissioned.
You are commissioned already. Congratulations. Charles, you definitely need affidavits. I definitely need affidavits to become a commissioned healer. So if you feel that you have had a very evidential healing, write an affidavit for myself and Charles. However, I'm going to be leading the service today for the healing. So let me see here. We have a healing book for those that are unable to attend service. If you know someone who you feel could use a healing and they have not done so, please add their name to the list now. As part of the healing service, we will begin singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. I will then ask the spiritual healers to station themselves in the healing chairs and invite those of you who wish to receive a personal healing. If you would like a healing but have trouble getting to one of our healing chairs, please raise your hand and a healing will come to you. Please be aware that the healing is about working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the healing mediums to send their spiritual energy through. Let us now recite the healing prayer found in the hymnal books on the very first page. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Please remain seated as we will now recite the healing hymn to help get us in a higher vibration for healing space and energy. The healing hymn will be hymn number 109, He Healeth Me, verses 1 and 2. There's always so much fun in this church. He healeth me, O blessed thought, O words of heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's love that healeth me. Lord, I would feel thy life in mine, to thrill my soul with love divine, to bind me closer still. I now ask the spiritual healers to take their places as the healing chairs are now open for those who wish to receive a hands-on healing. The healers will ask your permission for the laying on of hands and will only touch your shoulders. If you do not feel comfortable with someone touching you, please let the healers know and they will adjust themselves to make absolutely no hand contact. Hands are the focal point of spiritual energy coming from the spiritual world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of the gift being shared and to think of themselves as being restored by this action. I would like to now offer a meditation, and it is recommended that you keep your arms and your legs unfolded while sitting in a relaxed state. This healing meditation will bring about a peaceful feeling to the group, which is conducive to a vibration of spirit. Let the spirit healers come forth, and we ask them to heal us today. Take a nice, deep, relaxing breath. Allow your body to relax. It is time to rejuvenate, to heal. Let any tension release from your body. Take another deep breath and allow your body to relax. Close your eyes and envision a pyramid. This pyramid is made of crystals, and while pyramids point up, have this one point toward you. Think of it pointing right in the middle of your forehead. That is infusing you with light and love. Give yourself a conviction of being adept at whatever you wish and giving you the energy to do it. The pyramid emits a golden light into your forehead. Allow that light to enter your body and fill it up with a bright, glowing golden light. Bring that golden light down your arms and into your hands. With that light flows a gift that turns your hands green, which gives you the right of laying on of hands and brings about healing and health. Forgive yourself for anything that you think you should have done, did, or did not do. All you need within you is the God within and the God without. Think of yourself now as a golden light in the dark wilderness. A golden light that gives total and complete sanction and love to so many weary travelers. So many people that have taken up the lance of dislike and fallen on it. Be there for each other and for anyone who needs you. You will not be drained. In your work, in your business, in your everyday life, try to share some of that light. Share the essence of that gold light with every single person in the supermarket, wherever you go. Let it shine. Let the love, the sanction, the tolerance, the forgiveness shine out of you with complete forgiveness and grace. Send it out to those in need today. Let the light shine into every corner of your life. All of our lights become infused together. Our lights spotlight the heavens like the starry night sky. The infinite intelligence sees what we do. It sees we are becoming. This is our way to show it. Think of warm water coming through the very top of your head. Feel it rinsing. Feel how warm it is. Feel it cleansing, even inside, getting rid of all the toxicity, all the darkness. Rinse it through. Rinse it all the way down your body. Stand there with this warm water. Wonderful life-giving force, warm, comforting, rinsing over your entire body, baptizing comfort. Feel every part of your body knit and heal. Keep that golden light with you through all your week. Allow yourself to share it with others. Let them see your light. And now, start to bring yourself up with that energy of your spirit. Thank you for joining me with this meditation. We have 2 healing chairs available. I will now read the healing list. If I have not named anybody else in this list and you wish to name somebody's name, either out loud or silently, I will give you that moment now. Thank you very much, and I believe that this will now conclude the healing service. I now release the healers. Some of our healers are trained to become the commissioned healers and require at least a minimum of 3 affidavits as part of their requirement. If you receive a beneficial healing, we ask that you fill out an affidavit for their benefit, which we have available. Once again, thank you, Charles, and thank you, Reverend Bob. And now I'd like to introduce our speaker for today, which is Reverend Bob Ingold. Comes from us from our own church. Oh. Yeah. All right. He is, well, we don't need to know who he is because we already know him. So let's give him a welcome. Let's welcome him by singing a hymn, and let's make him feel very warm. Our hymn that we're going to sing today is 203. Let there be on earth, I guess, or let there be peace on earth. 203.
It's the last hymnal in the book.
Reverend Bob.
Thank you, Avery. Christmas is coming, and I'm sure you all know about that. It's like they've been saying it on TV for the longest time. It's like even in September, you go into stores, there's Christmas trees up already. It's like they're just rushing it. So I try to keep it clear in my mind when Christmas is. Next 2 Sundays from now, we're going to be having our Christmas potluck, but I won't be speaking then, so I thought I'd mention in my talk about Christmas now. And my talk is entitled A Near-Death Christmas. The first Christmas was celebrated in the year 336. That's a long time ago. And over the years, it just kind of petered out, just kind of died. It gained popularity again in 800 when Charlemagne was crowned emperor on Christmas Day. But because people took this as an opportunity to get drunk and misbehave, the Puritans frowned upon this practice. And they managed to have it banned. No more Christmas. Get rid of Christmas. It's bad. So it's gone. We would never have Christmas again. We wouldn't be celebrating it now except for an unlikely character that appears to have nothing to do with Christmas. In 1836, in Edinburgh, Scotland, a man by the name of Scroggie was buried. He was a notorious character. He had a reputation for being a wild partier in those days. He was very successful as a corn and wine merchant, which paid for his lavish parties. He hobnobbed with the VIPs of society, including King George IV, who was known to drink to excess. And Scroggie provided the wine. He even had a lucrative contract to supply whiskey to the Royal Navy. Scroggie created a scandal when he fathered a child out of wedlock. Back in those days, ooh, that was really bad. He also created an embarrassment when at a church in Scotland, he groped a countess behind, causing her to scream. So that didn't go over too well.
What a Christmas.
Yeah. This was the kind of man he was when he passed from this world. His friends made sure to add to his tombstone, a meal man, which was a description of a man who was not only a corn merchant, but also a gracious host of parties. So this is the end of his story until 7 years later. In 1843, in London, Charles Dickens, you've probably heard of him. He had just celebrated his latest book, Oliver Twist, which was a smash hit. Back in those days, they didn't have movies, so books were the thing. They were like the movies of today. And this was a very successful book. But what was he going to do next? The pressure was on to write another novel of high expectations. In order to get inspiration, he turned to his journals, where he recollected 2 years prior visiting Edinburgh and seeing a tombstone of the man Scroggie. Because it was night, he read the words improperly, and instead of seeing a meal man, he read a mean man. From this, an idea emerged of a miserly man that became famous in the book, The Christmas Carol. He even borrows from the man's name, which is Ebenezer Scroggie. So you can see how similar that is to Ebenezer Scrooge. It is interesting to note that the character of Scrooge is the opposite of Scroggie. So Scroggie was this party person, and Scrooge was just the opposite. No parties for anybody. This book was a sensation, as you know, and it's never been out of print. The story was so beloved that it was the beginning of restoring the Christmas spirit. In 1848, King Albert and Queen Victoria decorated one of England's first Christmas trees. It didn't take long for this tradition to sweep the entire world. The holiday we now know today almost didn't happen except for a misreading of a tombstone that inspired Charles Dickens. The book has never been out of print, and many movies have been made about it, including a Muppets version. The story should have some significance for us because it shows spirits that come to try and persuade Ebenezer to change his ways. This also happens on the other side for individuals that cross over, having blinders put on their beliefs that must be removed. This is not as easy as it sounds, and must be handled delicately in order to gain success. For example, a stout Catholic will have certain expectations of what heaven is like and expect to see churches. Those will be provided to get this person to let down their guard and be eased into what the other side actually is. I had a reading done by a medium friend, and she said my dad is working with people that were in the Navy. They were distrustful of anyone but trusted my dad because he also was in the Navy. So you can see how there's sensitivity involved, that people don't want to be pushed in a certain direction. They have to be coaxed into it, and it has to be with people that they trust. People who are spiritually bankrupt are also dealt with differently. They will have their bad behaviors thrown back at them and must endure the pain that they caused until they understand the full implications of their actions and are ready to fix themselves. These are hindrances that hold them back from advancement. Those who are more spiritually elevated are way ahead of the game and can continue to advance even further on the other side. From my research, it appears you cannot make someone do anything. They must come to their own conclusions, and if they reject a guide's help, all work stops until they come to the realization that their truth has some faults. Only then can the work continue. There is no timeline for this to happen, as there is no time on the other side. I have heard it from many different sources that in the end, every soul will succeed. In the Christmas Carol, spirits materialize, converse with Ebenezer. This is not normal for spirits to do in our lives. And why is that? I read the account of a spirit who passed on and wanted to return to his family to let them know that he was okay. This was not allowed. Spirits can communicate with us as we sleep in an attempt to influence our subconscious, but when we wake, we have no memory of it. It appears that faith plays an important role in our spiritual development. It would be easy for us to just be guided by spirit, go this way, do that, buy this, stop doing that, but then we are just going through the motions and not learning from our own mistakes. We would be robbed of the reason to even come down here. In another account, a spirit was not allowed to communicate with his mother, who was having a hard time accepting his death. He tried to talk to her as she slept, but it didn't help. He was finally allowed to use physical phenomena, like knocking his pitcher down, and then was allowed to talk with her in her waking state once, to let her know that he was okay. This, she got the message, and her grief was lessened. In the end of Dickinson's book, Ebenezer finally figures out for himself what his actions were doing to himself, and he decided to change that. Of course, it was fear that caused him to change. What about atheists? They have no church dogma to put fear into them to do the right thing, and yet they manage to keep their morals. These are very spiritual people for this particular reason. They do not believe that there is anything to go to once they pass on. This leaves a clean slate of having no expectations once they arrive on the other side, and so are easier to guide in the right direction. We continue to move in the right direction, and at Christmas time, we can sharpen our kindness skills. So thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Bob. Now it's time for our love offering. We now ask for the donation to our church collection basket. This money goes towards rent of this space and any other expenses that we incur. Your gift is greatly appreciated.
Especially really love the end. How like if you don't do anything, you don't learn the lessons that you come here to learn.
Yeah.
Really love that part.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. Great Spirit, we accept these gifts of love that will help us in continuing the promulgation of spiritualism. We ask your blessings upon the gifts and these cheerful givers who seek to assist us in keeping this church as a lighthouse for the seeker of truth. In the name of love, amen. Now for announcements. We have a clothing drive. Renting the room. We will be renting the room for the next 6 months. YouTube search is now at LIL.church. So if you guys are ever online at YouTube and trying to look us up on YouTube, go to at LIL.church.
Well, that's a search term.
Yes, search term. Yeah, for the search term. Also, membership meeting is January. The next membership meeting is January 21st after church. Also, we have here a sign-up sheet for the Christmas potluck. So we inspire you guys to, sign up and to bring things for the potluck. And
I'll pass it around.
okay.
And the pen.
The pen.
The pen, yeah, I heard it drop.
And so, yeah. And Reverend Bob, do you have anything else that you would like to add to the announcements?
Oh, that the clothing drive is going to be ending as of today. So if you brought clothes after church service, give them to me. We've got about 6 or 7 bags of clothes to give to the homeless. So that's what we're going to do. In fact, I'm probably going to take a picture of it so that, because when stuff goes out, it's like, oh, we sent a bunch of clothes out. It's like, well, you don't see it. You don't know what progress has been made. And so this is evidence that we've actually done it. Anything else?
Oh, no, that's it. So should we wait for them, for this to go around and then?
No, I don't think we have to.
Okay. Okay, so today we will be doing mediumship readings. It is now time for spirit messages. We request that you remain seated and not move around too much. If you have to get up, please be quiet and move to the rear of the room. Do not go between the medium and the person being read, for as this could disrupt the connection. This is an opportunity to allow the mediums to exercise their gifts. If you believe you have received an evidential spiritual message, we invite you to fill out an affidavit. As student mediums are required to obtain 3 affidavits to be a certified medium. Myself and Reverend Bob are student mediums and need at least 3 affidavits to become certified mediums. So today's mediums are Reverend Bob, myself, Reverend Sandra Deckinger, and would you like to do any medium readings today? Sure, I'll try. Okay. All right, Reverend Bob, would you like to go?
Sure, I'll go first. I got a text message earlier. She couldn't come to church today, and she was hoping that she'd get a message online. So we'll do this live. So I would like to do a message for her first. I know that she has a health problem right now with a toe. And of course, this will go away eventually. She may have to have it looked at, but this too shall pass, as they say. I'm getting like a lapping water, the surface of water, there's waves in the water around her. Things that are in motion around her. It's calm. It's like a lake, not like a big ocean waves. It's like there's calm, just lapping. There's a little bit of activity going on around her. It's like not big stuff, little stuff, a bunch of little stuff around her. More like little detailed bits of stuff that's moving around her. Pay attention to these little events. There's something to them. There's something spiritual connected to them. Oftentimes there's things that we just brush off to the side when actually they do have meaning. That's one of the other things that I've learned in my readings, is that even little things actually do have messages for us, little lessons for us to learn. So I'm seeing there's this little stuff around us. Spirits are sending like glitter or something onto the surface of this water. It's like, so they're offering their own blessings to it. So pay particular attention to these little events that are happening around you. It could be as simple as wrapping presents. Pay attention to that action and what's intended for, the gift giving, the intention put into giving gifts for other people. But it's not just about gift giving, it's other things too. Being there for other people, helping other people. Just the little things. It's like not going way out of your way to help take somebody to go somewhere, but walking by and saying hi to somebody. Just these little things. It's like there's an importance to it that we don't realize. So that's the message that I want to give her, to Yvonne. Okay. For us. Can I come to you?
Yes.
Okay. Are you doing any cooking?
Not yet.
Not yet? No? Because I see an apron. I see you putting on an apron, like you're actually doing some cooking. And it's more like baking. It's like I'm getting a connection with bread. So if you haven't been cooking and you want to get started, baking's probably the easiest thing to do. You're probably more interested in that. Yeah, I'm seeing baking, like pastries or breads or something like that, rolls, something like that. And I even see it like a little chef hat being put on you. So please go ahead and do that. That'll be good.
Okay.
Yes. And I see flour. Oh, you're a little messed up with flour. You got flour on you. Flour kind of spilled this way and that way. So take it easy when you're doing stuff.
Okay.
And I see butter. I see eggs. I'm seeing all the stuff. So this is all definitely a bready kind of stuff. Not like a barbecue, like a main meal or dish, but the side dishes. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. So please go ahead and do that. If you're looking to explore doing cooking, start with that. And I'm still there. I'm seeing a mixing bowl. See stirring the stuff around. Anything else? Any other direction? I'm still stuck with that. It's like you're in the kitchen. You're looking out the window. There's like you're looking at other things that are going by, but you're in there. You're still doing your cooking stuff. And I think that's the message. I think that is the message. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I'll do one more. Can I come to you, please? As I looked at you, I could see you have your glasses that are in your collar in front of you, and I'm getting the light reflection from that. As I close my eyes, that light reflection is a lot stronger, like the sun is reflecting off of something and getting in the eyes, and you want to look away. It's like there's something that's just too bright. Something you don't want to deal with. Yeah, you keep on like, it's too bright, go get it away. Reflecting light. What is this connected to? There's some task that you aren't really interested in doing, and so you'd rather get it away from you. It could be something like cleaning something you don't really want to clean. But as usual, we're put on this earth to do things that we don't necessarily want to have to do, but we have to do them anyway, like taking care of our homes. Something to do with the backyard, because now I'm seeing the backyard. There's something with the backyard that you don't want to deal with, but you're going to have to. Robert has a lesser part in this, whatever this task is, because I see him smaller than you. It's like, you're pretty big in this, and he has a smaller part in it. I'm going to say it's some kind of yard work, because it has to do with the backyard. Fence, along the fence. And that is it. That's all that I'm getting. But I see Christmas coming in your life, and you're happy about that. Ribbons coming around you. It's like all this Christmas stuff is coming around. It's building up in your home with family and everything. So that's good. It's like we all have that coming. So it's being validated for me that Christmas is going to go well for you. It's just this task off to the side. Just go ahead and do it. It'll be over with. And that's the message I have for you, okay? Okay. Next.
Good morning, family. May I step into your rate of vibration, please?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks.
I'm not able to figure out your name right now. Thank you very much. There is a lady that comes directly behind you. She is, and I feel like she is a grandmotherly rate of vibration. She is in a walker, okay? She has a walker with her, and she's kind of like hunched back right now. And her hair is gray. And she's holding onto this walker, and now she faces you. Oh well, she's directly behind you, and she's on the left side of you. And now she's placing her hands on your shoulders. As I was opening up, what I keep hearing is like hyperventilating, okay? And it's like there is something that is going on in your life that is very overwhelming to you right now that you don't want to deal with, okay? And even she is nodding and she's going, yeah. And she's saying, and actually, as I'm closing my eyes to try to focus a little bit more, she's trying to pull you back and try to say, kind of settle you back, okay? And what she is doing is she's saying to take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. You can get through this, okay? There's definitely something that is overwhelming, but you're going to be okay, okay? She's going to help you through this. And she's helping you to ground, okay? She wants to talk about some anxiety, and I apologize for all of this. And she says to take it just to take a deep breath, okay? Right now, what she's doing is she's placing her hand on your heart, over your heart, and she just wants you to take a deep breath, okay? She's sending blue energy into your rate of vibration, and she says, it's all gonna be okay. Let go of your fears right now. Let go of your doubts. It's gonna be okay, okay? And then I'm seeing you going like this, as if you're freed, and whatever the situation is, it's gonna go just fine. Okay? Let it go. And I just felt like I had to just give that to you, because whatever it was very heavy, and now it doesn't have to be. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Thank you very much. Love and blessings to you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Hi. How are you?
Great.
Good. Your Father's with you. Your Father's with you. And as He's here with you, I just feel like laughing, and I feel so happy. I feel so very joyous. He's kissing you on the cheek. He's just kissing you on the cheek. And actually, He's kind of giving you a little bit of a nudge, and it's almost like you're sitting on like a wagon of some sort. And what He's doing is just kind of pushing you. And you're kind of screaming, and you're kind of going like, whoa, 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 right? And it's like, He's kind of pushing you. It's almost like you're not ready yet to take that next step, but He's like, no, I'm pushing you because you're ready to take that next journey. He's throwing you into that. He's throwing you into that next step. Because He's saying He's saying next step. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. Journalizing. I just heard journalizing. Journalizing for some reason. Okay. And it has, and there's money involved. There's bigger money involved. I don't know why, but He's showing me money involved. I'm kind of confused with that, but He's showing me money or something. So I'm going to leave that with you. Love and blessings. Can I come into your rate of vibration? I want to step in on what feels like a motherly rate of vibration when I come into your rate of vibration, okay? And as she comes into your rate of vibration, she feels very motherly, okay? She comes into your rate of vibration, she gives you a big, big hug, okay, from behind, and she gives you a big embrace, and she tells you to kind of relax. She expresses a lot of anxiety, a lot of worries, and she just tells you to breathe and inhale, and just to kind of just relax, and just take it easy. Okay, and everything's good. Okay, and she shows me like a garden, a very like beautiful garden with a lot of like roses and a lot of like dandelions and stuff like this, and to go here because I'm smelling a lot of beautiful aromas. Okay, and I'm gonna and just to go there, like not daily, but maybe once a week, and just to kind of get peace from this place. Okay, and I'm going to give that to you, a lot of love and blessings. How many more people have not had a message? And
We have two other people that give readings too.
Two other?
Yeah, Sandy and Sheila.
Okay, I'm going to stop there.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Sheila, do you want to come up?
Sure.
Okay.
Keep me in check, because y'all know I can do this too long. So keep the timer on me.
Oh, so can I.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I start doing readings, I'll just.
Yeah, it's
Go
like
on,
you
go on.
connect into the energy, and then sometimes it's like you're in it and time passes. But I'm getting over a cold, so I don't have COVID, but I'm so. Okay. I wanted to go to. I kind of had like 3 people I wanted to go to, but I think I did want to go to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so when I'm feeling your energy, like it's like I want to relax, and then but yet I'm kind of like I feel like I got things I have to do. The feeling that I was getting is still, you're still recovering, and I feel like your body knows that, and you know that, but you may be wanting to push forward, and I'm still being, it's like I'm going like this, I'm going back and forth. So there feels like an energy of wanting to move forward, but my spirit is, what I'm feeling through my spirit to you is to take things easy. Like I do see some good things coming for you. Like I see some fun things happening, or it's like spirit showing me like theater, plays, like you're gonna kind of get back in action, but in a different way. And not to be hard on yourself. And I'm seeing this happening. Either you have a friendship or somebody, or you could be feeling challenged by somebody's words. And Spirit's just saying, like, try not to think too much into it, or don't let yourself get caught up in other people's shortcomings or things like that. Because it could be something that's personal in your life, and it could drain your energy. But with that being said, I am seeing I'm seeing some challenging with maybe some food intake or some things that you might feel challenged for your health, for your food. And you're going to be able to overcome that. Take yourself slowly with that if there's things that you need to change in dietary needs and things like that. So that's what I was picking up.
Thank you.
Is that okay? Okay. And I did want to come. I just wanted to thank you for the healing and let you know that you are a real healer. I felt that. I feel like you've had some challenges too, like the rest of us. And I wanted to tell you that I feel like it's like you have a new family coming or some new friends coming this next year. I saw a vision of maybe either you're going to be offered a new place to stay or a new housing situation, because I saw you. The Spirit was showing me like this outdoor area, but it was actually a house, and it was like you were holding it high, and it was almost like I don't know if you're in a relationship or not now, but Spirit showed me you having like your own family. And maybe there's somebody that's going to have some children or something connected with that. But I'm seeing you connected with children and holding them in it won't be your job to fit. You're going to feel a lot of concern for these children. And it's saying it's just for you to hold a space to just be a good example. And I feel like you're a really good storyteller, like you can uplift a lot of people. You have stories to tell. And I think that's what's going to help the young people in your life. But I'm being showed, like, I see either you're going to be getting married or like a connection with somebody. And it feels like it could be more toward the end of next year. But it doesn't necessarily mean like you're, signing a paper, but it shows like a marriage connection and that there's a future for you with somebody. And when you get this housing situation, you're going to hold on to it tight and be very responsible. So I just feel like it's going to feel a little, but I'm seeing a lot of orange in that area. So it shows me creativity and action, and you're going to do whatever it takes to keep what you have. And it's going to be a fortune. And actually somewhere way, way in the future, I'm seeing you kind of like starting your own little church, something like that. It just feels like something that is in like your spiritual thing, could be 5-10 years down the road, or maybe it's in your own little community. But I see that you have whatever's been happening for you, or it feels like it's not happening. It's gonna show in a different. You're gonna look back on your life and go, "Wow, how did I overcome all of that stuff?" And people tried to say I was this or that, but you're very smart. You're very intelligent, and I think you're gonna be offered some work here pretty soon, something different. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I guess I want to stop at that. So.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you, Sheila.
Okay, Sandy. Did you want to hold the microphone?
What?
Did you want to hold the microphone?
It doesn't,
Okay, all right.
well, let's see if the last time I was looking at myself on the video, the microphone was right over my face. So.
Well, that was the first one.
We're learning,
Yeah.
we're learning.
That's okay. I found out that I've made a big yawn.
Well, hello everyone. I'm very glad to see all of you here today. And good morning. Can I come to the lady with the glasses, please?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
As I come into your rate of vibration, there are, I want to say, two spirits with you. One person has their hand on your shoulder, and this is a gentleman from the spirit world. He's, I feel he comes from the father's house, father's side of the family, but I'm getting a feeling that he may have been very, very close to the family and almost like felt like a member of the family, but he really wasn't. And this gentleman is very tall. Let's see, he's about, really tall, has black hair. It's cut very short. He's very built very well. And he says that he wants you to know that when you go out, he is right behind you and he has his hand on your shoulder. He's telling me that you've been going into situations where you feel uncomfortable and you may feel threatened. And to know that he is there with you and he is walking right behind you. And he says, you know, I will work for you. I'm getting the name of Gregory, and I'm going to leave this gentleman with you. On the other side, there is a lady who comes in a motherly rate of vibration. It's a motherly rate of vibration, but I feel that, you know, you may have also spent a lot of time with ants, and they're almost like a mother to you. This lady is, she's not too tall. She has blackish hair. She always liked to keep it. She liked to keep it very nice. She doesn't like the way you pull your hair all the way back. She wants it to be nice because that's what she liked. She says that this will make you appear softer softer, because now you give this impression of being very stern. Modify your appearance, and she said that this will be of great help to you, especially if you're job hunting. It shows that that you're proud of yourself and your appearance. She wants you to know that things have been a little rocky, and to know that I'm going to a calendar in January, that things will seem much, much brighter at that time. She's also saying to be good for yourself. Thank you. I think you have your jewel message. Yeah. Can I hear your voice, please?
Hello.
Hi, thank you very much. There is a gentleman here. He comes in a friend's rate of vibration, and when he was on the earth plane, he wasn't, I'd say he wasn't very tall, maybe about your height, slim build, and I'm seeing him with a pencil in his hand. He liked to draw. He liked to draw. And he's telling me that when he was on the earth plane, you two of you were close friends. And he wants you to know that this bond has not diminished since he's in the spirit world. He says that you have more work to do here. There's a new project that's coming up that's going to be for you to work on. And it's going to be very different than the things that you've done in the past. You'll be able to call on your past knowledge, but this is something new. I see it coming to you maybe towards the end of December. There's also a lady here, and she pats you on the shoulder and she just says, "Hello, dear. Hello, dear." And she goes away. I can't see who she is. So, is there anyone else who has to have a message, who needs to have a message? If not, I think I will turn this over to our chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Well, thank you to all of our mediums. If anyone has had a evidential mediumship message, please fill out a affidavit, as our student mediums need at least 3 affidavits to have to be certified. Okay, and so now we will do the benediction. Dear angel guides, may your sweet peace remain with us until this life cease. Then bear our souls to that bright shore, where loved ones meet to part no more. Good night, dear friends. Good night. Amen. Oh, that's for an evening service. Oh, well, it's okay.
It'll be evening later.
I love each and every one of you guys. God bless. And thank you. And I can't wait for the next 2 Sundays from now. The next service, we'll be able to have a potluck. And yeah.
For the potluck.